I know.
The Quranic author said, وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانُ وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا, which means Solomon indeed did not disbelieve. Yani there is a claim out there where the author is hearing Sulaiman, he disbelieved, he did magic, right? Where does this come from? This comes from the Testament of Solomon and other apocalyptic texts where it describes, and also in the Talmud, where it describes Solomon as doing black magic, right? Black magic is kufr in the perspective of the Quran.
Yeah.
So the author is hearing this. He thinks from the outside, he thinks it's scripture. That's the claim. He's hearing things and he thinks these are true scripture and he's adding it in his text. The problem is he's hearing this, and in thinking it's scripture, he disagrees with it. So then we know that when the author hears these stories or interacts with these stories, he sometimes has no problem disagreeing and consciously editing them. Like here, or in the example of Musa alayhi salam, where Exodus 4 and the Quran, you have an identical parallel. It's like the same author is telling the story. Musa, throw your stick. Musa throws it. Musa, take back your stick. He takes it back. Musa, put your hand in your cloak. He puts his hand in his cloak. Musa, take it out. He takes it out. Exodus says when he takes it out, his hand was white and diseased, defected and leprous. What does the author of the Quran say? When Musa took out his hand, it was white, but not leprous. He says it explicitly. White, min ghayri su'. I think that's what the ayah says. تَخْرُجُ بَيْضَاءً مِنْ غَيْرِ سُوءٍ. Right? It comes out white and not leprous. Meaning, the author is hearing Exodus 4. He's hearing that Moses' hand, he took it out and it was leprous. And the author of the Quran is saying, no, that's wrong. His hand was not leprous. Meaning he can't, if we're reading the text generously, he can't possibly be confirming the text in its entirety because he has no problem changing and editing the text and correcting it. Therefore, the Quran, when it says confirming, is generally confirming, meaning the Torah and the Gospel have divine origin. Allah really exists, the one God of Abraham. The prophets really exist. They're not a fairy tale. Moses really existed. Adam really existed. There was the fall. There was the Garden of Eden. There was Pharaoh. There was the Exodus. There was the Babylonian exile. There's the Roman exiles. There's the Jews disbelieving. There's the calf. There's Solomon. There's the Davidic line. All of these things are confirmed because in the eyes of the Arabs, these things are fairy tales. The Prophet says, no, these things are true. These things happened. Go and even ask them. Look, they'll confirm to you these stories are true. But he's not confirming everything. It's nonsensical to say that. Therefore, the Quranic author, sorry I talked long, but you get the idea.